Hey y'all, back again for another workout. I'm not filming the whole thing. I haven't been able to film the past couple. Stormy's down there playing around the camera. She may make an appearance, but been a little busy trying to take care of her, so it's made it hard to have time to film things too. But I thought today we'd talk about like a Romanian deadlift, stiff-legged deadlift, how to do those. Same idea. I'll turn to the side. Stiff leg, the legs just stay straight. And you want to kind of push your butt back and hinge at the hips. So you can do the Jefferson curl where you're rounding your back. Can't round well with the back belt on, but you can do that and it'll work and that's fine. Probably want to go lighter with that because that's a more vulnerable position for your back. She might pull this over. We shall see how this goes. So yeah, maybe the filming won't work. But otherwise, either a slight bend in the knees is what I do for the Romanian deadlift. I just feel better with a slight bend and not perfectly locked out. And then just kind of hinge and slide down. I'm not the most flexible, so I don't end up going too far. Just go where you can. If you're kind of keeping that back flat or even arched a little bit, that's already putting some tension on your hamstrings, so you won't be able to go as far as you would if you definitely round your back, different things like that. But what you'll probably notice as I do this, as I do some reps, I probably get a little bit lower just because it does kind of loosen up as I'm doing it. So I personally right now am just doing one set of this. Just doing all one set for the leg exercises right now. I haven't been sore since I switched to that, but I may build that up and do two sets of a couple exercises and kind of see how it goes. Well, I'll take that back. Calves I am doing two sets because I'm just doing the one exercise, so that's why. But I've got two exercises for hamstrings, two exercises for quads, so just one set of each. All right, enough yapping. Let's do this. Okay, so one set of 15 definitely takes your breath away. I'll rest a little bit and then talk some more. Okay, some other tips with this. Keep the bar close to your body. You don't want it going out here because that's going to increase the force and stress on your back. I had a weightlifting belt on. It's not a big heavy duty one, but just something to give me a little bit of support. Probably more so just peace of mind. This was 245 and 15 reps. Felt like I had one, maybe two reps left. I don't like to go to failure on big compound lower body exercises just because I feel like the risk for injury is too great, especially mid upper 40s. So I like having one or two reps in reserve. That way I'm getting close. I'm getting a lot of benefit, but a whole lot less risk. So again, you want to hinge. You don't want to round your back and go down. It's all about hinging at the hips and sticking your hips back, keeping that bar close and then coming up. That's the big key to it. Again, if you're going to do the Jefferson curl, then you want to kind of round one vertebrae at a time, going down and then coming back up. So that Jefferson curl it's a good exercise as well. That's just working a little bit differently. You're still going to get some hips and hamstrings in there, but you're definitely getting a lot of the erectors with your back because of that rounding and then coming back up. So here's Stormy. She loves to play with the wires apparently, but she keeps following me around, and I think she just wants to get on camera. But she's doing better. We took her to the vet again yesterday. Her left eye's starting to open up now. So hopefully the eye drops we have are going to be helpful, and hopefully she'll be good there. She's getting around well, even with just the right eye. So if worst case she can't use the left eye, she's going to be fine and be able to do everything. But still trying to make sure she's healthy, and then we'll introduce her to our other cats when we know she's healthy and, you know, can be around them and not give them anything. And we got to watch them, make sure they don't hurt her or anything like that. One last tip that can help out with this is, I mean, I had to look at her once to make sure she wasn't going to get hit by the weights. And I had to look on the camera one time to see too. So you may have noticed that during the exercise, but I'll tend to pick a spot on the wall and just kind of keep my eyes on that. That just works well for me to keep my back straight. So I don't do the huge arch and go, but I just try to keep my spine kind of in neutral and go down where I can and come back up. I feel like that works the best for me. So that's what I would recommend. I mean, you can try to do a little more of an arch, stay there. It just kind of depends on how you're made. I don't have a huge lumbar lordosis. I tend to be pretty flat anyway, so I just stay with it and go down. But keeping my eyes on something, then, you know, the head position kind of changes with it. You can just keep your head straight, and so, you know, that way it's not doing this. Just depends on what works for you. But I think that's pretty much the main things with the Romanian deadlift. I did get a calf raise block, so I'll film that exercise too, since I haven't been able to film it before. All right, for the calf raise, I mentioned this before, but now you can kind of see, you don't go down into the stretch. That's a good thing, but don't come up on the outside. That even hurts my toes. I'm not used to it. You want to come up over the big toe, especially for sport training. Not saying the calf raise is the best exercise for sport training, but anything you're doing when it comes to athletic sports, you know, if you're having to run at all, you've got to get onto that big toe. I mean, I'd say even in skating, you're kind of pushing off that inside part. So you want that to be strong. And so we don't want to go on that outside edge. We want to come over the toe. What I'm playing with right now is not coming up all the way, but a little more than halfway. But really getting that stretch too and seeing how that goes and affects calf training. Not sure yet, so I'll keep doing it and let you know. All right, that's it for today. So hopefully that helps you out with the Romanian deadlift and also the calf raise. Other workout went well. I was able to add weight or reps to everything. So still doing pretty good from that standpoint. Sorry, I'm tired and I keep going back and forth. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I'm going to catch my breath now. Bye.